Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are continuing our coverage of the presidential elections with the voting process taking place outside Egypt as it started today early in the morning, 9 a.m. The local times of different states all over the world, 121 countries, 137 consulates and embassies of Egypt received voters to participate, to share, and to practice their constitutional rights. And from the United States, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Mr. Rafaat Saleeb, the head of the Egyptian Union abroad. Hello, sir.
Hello, dear. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you. As far as I know, sir, that you were talking to me from LA, from Los Angeles, aren't you?
That's correct.
Great. What time is it now?
It's almost 6:45 in the morning.
Meaning that approximately 10 hours ago, the voters already took to the streets to cast their ballots in the presidential elections. I'd like you, sir, to tell me more about what's going on there. I mean, whether the number of voters, the ratio, if the turnout, is it heavy or still we are expecting that more voters are going to flood to the embassies and to the consulates to cast their ballots. Tell me more about what's new there.
Well, in Los Angeles, California, we haven't started the election yet because it's still 6:46 in the morning. We still have 2.5 hours to go. But in the other states like New York, New Jersey, New York and Chicago and Houston and Washington, they started already about 20 minutes ago. We are, as a General Union of Egyptian Abroad in USA, we've been working on this issue for almost a month ago, and we have all our people work, in all the states. They are being contacted with the Egyptian community, on the church, on the masjid, on the mosque, on the any places. We have a lot of Egyptians there, and I think everything is under control, and the people is willing today to go spend the time to cast their vote to elect the new president for Egypt, and motivation is very high. I know we have a big issue because we have only 5 consuls on 50 states, and this is a big issue because between each state and the other state, almost 5 hours flying. So costly-wise, it costs a lot, plus the time consuming there. So that's the whole things we are going on here right now.
This was my coming question, sir. As far as I know, that there's such long distances between a city to the other in the United States. So how do you see this? How do you see large numbers of Egyptians insisting on practicing their constitutional rights to go, to vote, and to practice their constitutional right to choose the coming president for Egypt?
Well, like I told you, we are in Los Angeles. We haven't started yet, but all other states, we have a consulate there. People driving there, people taking bus.
Now, I'm speaking generally, sir, as you are the head of the Egyptian Union abroad. Of course, you do have the news from all over the states, not only from LA.
Absolutely right. But like I said, now we still have the election start already half an hour ago. New York, people will start, almost now, the 150 people now in one bus. Chicago is still slow because it's raining there. All other states, like I said, it's too early now to get any numbers right now because almost half an hour we start. I think by a couple more hours we're going to get all the numbers and we're going to feed you with everything you're asking for.
Mr. Saleeb, to what extent the Egyptians abroad and particularly in the U.S. are following up what's going on in Egypt? I mean, they followed up the programs of the presidential candidates, and they followed up the way they introduced themselves and the way they presented their presidential programs.
All Egyptians here, they love their country, and all Egyptians here, they've been here 20 years, 30 years. they love their country. They love to hear everything about Egypt. That's why a lot of people going to the election today. In our broad reunion, we are working with a new generation, which is a second and third generation. This is our main concern, to push all these new generation to get involved in politics, obtain social, security or cards or, whatever they call it. That's what our motivation now, to go after all these young generation to get involved in politics, because this is the ones that are going to carry the responsibility from now on. We see a lot of these, and I think by the end of this today, you're going to see a lot of number from this generation to get involved. At least you can see what is going on with this democratic day for us as the Egyptian community.
And I think the Egyptians abroad, they are very much keen to draw this very civilized scene with Egyptians keen, as I said, to practice their constitutional right and to send a message to the whole world to what extent the Egyptians abroad, maybe they are physically far from Egypt, but their hearts and minds are still in Egypt.
Absolutely, you are right. We are far away from our beloved country, Egypt, but Egypt in our heart. And we try to talk all the social media, especially in America here, because, there's a lot of social media, fake social media, this is what I call it, try to, work on different issue and different other stuff, has nothing to do with the election, just to try to, to confuse everybody else. We are here as an Egyptian, stand in front of all these people, who try to let them know, to understand what is going on in Egypt, and let's say they're talking about the human rights. We are the right side for them, and tell them, hey, human rights is everywhere, especially in America here. We don't have a human right for a lot of issues. Why are you guys talking about Egypt and so on, so on, so? We're talking about with a lot of senators, a lot of congressmen, and we explain to them, Egypt is not like before. Egypt is not 20 years ago. Egypt is completely different now under the new President Sisi. 10 years ago, Egypt is completely different story now. And they try to understand that. But, we have to keep working on it, because this is the fake media. It's going all over the world.
And social media can play such a pivotal role to achieve this, and to just with in a very much transparent way, just to convey the real message and to convey reality. And I think you are doing such a great job, sir. Well, Mr. Rafaat Saleeb, head of the Egyptian Union abroad in the United States, we were very much delighted to have you via phone, and inshallah we are going to keep following up what's going on in the States with you in more phone calls. Thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. Well, many thanks for watching. Stay tuned only on Nile TV International, always for more.